Hello everyone, it's the Walking Fat Man. I'm going to set you guys up on the stroller, and as you guys know from the last time, there's always a chance that the phone could fall off from me hitting a bump. Okay, a few things I'd like to discuss, but first I gotta say today is a very, very beautiful day. It is absolutely lovely outside, and even more importantly, I'm out here and I'm wearing shorts. Look at this. I got on shorts. Now, why is this significant? I haven't worn shorts in years. Before, my legs, this whole part was extremely black. And when I would press in, the indentation would stay. It's called pitting edema. But since I've lost the weight, I haven't gone through that anymore. And the skin is starting to clear up. It's still a little bit scaly, you know what I'm saying? It was far worse, you know, when I was 530 pounds, but it's much better now. So hold on, I'm about to hit a bump. Make sure the phone don't fly. Now I'm omni-observant. But yeah, I'm actually outdoors wearing a short on a beautiful day. Like for years, like good 15 years, all I've done is run outside in my jeans, you know, or sweatpants, but never shorts. Like, it's crazy. Even like going out to pool area beaches, I'll wear sweatpants, but I won't wear any shorts because I did not want to show my legs. So now that's another thing, a non-scale victory that's definitely got me happy. All right, so today I want to discuss cheat meals. Now, a lot of people in the comment section ask me, what do I think about cheat meals? A cheat meal is just your inner addict asking for a fix. That's all it is. Let me tell you, in the past, I loved it. Like, I was all for cheat meals, to be honest with you. Of course I was. You know, it's a chance to, you know, get some of the bad food you don't like while you're in the diet. So it's kind of a compromise. Like, you promise yourself, hey, look, you stay on this diet, I will let you get this meal that you so desperately deserve. Now, since I have done my 150-day fast and have broken my dependency on food, my addiction to food, I look at it a little bit different. I don't believe in cheat meals. You know, when I was fasting, someone had asked in the comment section, do you do a cheat meal? Do you break your fast, you know, have a cheat meal and then go back on the fast? And I responded, no, that doesn't even make sense, because in order to break my fast, I have to refeed. So now I gotta go through the process of refeeding. It won't be a cheat meal. It would just be me refeeding first. Then once I've refed, I get that one cheat meal. Then I jump back on the fast. But the thing is, now I have to go through the whole cycle again of going through the hunger stage. And that to me didn't make sense. You know, and since the fast has ended, there is no cheating, because the meals that I had when I was on Keto OMAD and the meals I'm having now on Carnivore OMAD are quite delicious. Just like a lot of you guys, when you are on a specific diet, this isn't the old days where like the foods was just horrible, boiled chicken and very restrictive, so you like hungry all the time. Like this new generation of dieting, the food is quite delicious. It's easy to stick with. It's filling, so there's really no need to cheat. I mean, let's examine the whole thing, right? When is cheating ever good? If you're in a relationship and someone cheats on you, or you cheat on someone, it's wrong. And not only is it wrong, but I'm sure, sorry about that, the cover to my son's stroller flapped over because of the wind. Let me show you how it's set up. See, there's this cover that you could cover if you don't want him to get too much sun. And of course, there's this where you could at least see him and talk to him, etc., etc. You know, I do like this stroller. My wife picked it out. I didn't know nothing about strollers, of course, but it's very convenient. So anyway, cheating is never good. You know, if you're in a relationship and you cheat or get cheated on, that's not good. The person cheated on feels like crap. You, the cheater, should feel like crap. When you take an exam, if you cheat on the test, that's not good, because although you may get away with it and pass, you don't know the subject material. You know, I mean, the whole purpose of the exams is to test your knowledge and see if you know the subject material. So when you cheat, you can't even gauge yourself how much you know the subject material. Although if you're cheating, you pretty much told yourself that I don't know the subject material. You know, you cheat on your taxes, not good. You know, if you cheat on your taxes, forget about it. Uncle Sam is getting you. You know, and you don't want Uncle Sam getting you for cheating on your taxes. You know, that's a horrible situation to be in. So again, cheating is not good. So why is cheating good when it comes to obesity? Why do we promote this this whole thing about cheating? For instance, like, you could watch a doctor like Dr. Oz, and he's like, yeah, sure, you can have a cheat meal. And plenty of people, and don't get me wrong, there's been plenty of people who have lost weight and still done cheat meals. I'm not saying that there isn't. But what I am saying is, let me let the street sweeper pass by. What I am saying is, it is totally unnecessary. And just to put in perspective, think of it like this, right? If, hold on, I gotta cross the street. And so if, for instance, if you're a drug addict, you know, heroin addict, and you're going to rehab, right? Like, does the rehab place give you a cheap shot of heroin? I mean, they may give you something that's less addictive to wean you off, but once you're off, right? Once you're in recovery and you're straight, do they turn around and they're like, well, here's a quick cheap shot of heroin and stuff because, you know, you deserved it. You've successfully started to wean off of heroin. Or if you're a alcoholic and you've given up alcohol and you're in your 12-step plan, like, can you go to a bar and say, let me get a cheat shot? No, you know, because anytime you do that stuff, whether it's a coke addict with a cheat sniff, you know, anytime you indulge in your drug of choice again, it basically brings back the addiction. And I don't think that's any different for the morbidly obese. Like, when I would have my cheat meals, the cheat meals became the center of my day. Like, I couldn't wait for it. I obsess about it. I would, like, I can't wait for the cheat meal. And ultimately, the cheat meals would lead to 2 cheat meals, and before you know it, whatever diet I was on would kind of get destroyed. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's times where I went a longer period of time, you know, and control myself. But that's the other thing. It's like torture. You got to control yourself. You ate something that is delicious, and the majority of things that that you have to cheat with are pretty much made to be addictive, you know? Like, you know, if you have, say, pizza, you have one slice of pizza as your cheat meal, and you're a morbidly obese person, you're going to crave the other slice. It's as simple as that. Like, what a lot of people don't understand with the morbidly obese is, you know, we don't eat because we're hungry. We eat because we love to eat. We love the taste of food. You know, because I just love the taste of it. You know, I couldn't stop with one burger. I couldn't stop with one slice of pizza. I just keep at it. So I no longer believe in cheat meals. You know, I believe that the food you're eating tastes good enough, you know, that you don't need to eat something that you know is bad for you, you know. And again, this is not me browbeating anybody. This is the insight that I've come to gain because I have actually been an addict. I have actually had to pay the price by not eating 150 days in order to break that addiction. So I have a clear perspective on what a lot of us are going through in terms of the temptation. I can tell you right now, and this is just from the fast, right? The longer you fight the temptation, the stronger you become, period. It's like simple math. Like, you know, I know about that little voice in your head that pops up and it's like, hey, look, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? The key is to just ignore it. Like, say, no, I'm not going to have it. Yes, it's hard the first few times, but believe it or not, let me let the bus pass by. In regards to cheat meals, I no longer believe in it. I think like the food you eat, where you're on any kind of nutritional program, is good enough. You know, every time that little voice comes in, and believe me, I know about that little voice. But the thing is, we sit there and we attribute a characteristic to that little voice as if it isn't us. Like, we pretty much make excuses as if like, oh, you know, like I'm so weak. You know, I don't have the strength to say no. Listen, if you say it enough times, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, you pretty much say it into existence. So the longer you say it, the more weaker you become. The more likely you will not be able to resist. The more likely you will give in, because you've already lost. You already told yourself that I can't do this. And that's one of the things I realized from the fast. If you guys remember from my first video, when I first did the video, I said, look, I don't know how long I could go. I might be able to go as long as Angus, maybe. I don't know, but I'm going to try. Now, originally, as you guys know, I was thinking, okay, look, I'm going to try to do 30 days. If I get 30 days done, you know, then I'll see how I feel. But planning for the fast, right? Even during the intermittent fasting period, I told myself, look, you got to at least get 7 days. You could do 7 days, right? At least get 7 days, see how you feel. Because my plan was, look, if you get past the hunger period and you're able to do 7 days, and after 7 days, you still feel like, my goodness, I can't do this. I gotta stop. Then at least you knew you were able to do the 7 days, and you could continue to do 7 days each month, you know? So 1 week out of each month, in a year's time, you fasted 12 weeks. That's 3 months worth of fasting. That's pretty good. But amazingly enough, because I so focused on doing 7 days, like strict, like I'm going to do the 7 days, I was able to do the 7 days. Then when I started a YouTube channel, as you guys remember, I said, I know I can do 30 days. And again, that positivity. I know I could do 30 days. I did 30 days. And then from that point on, it was just a matter of constantly updating. Like, okay, I did 30 days, I'm gonna do another 30. I took it 30 days at a pop because, let's be realistic, one, I honestly didn't believe I'd be able to go as long as I did, you know? Like, that had no reason not to believe. That's why I said, like, I might be able to do it in my first video, but deep inside, in the back of my mind, it was like, there's no way you could go as long as that. If you could do 30 days, then you should be good, right? But funny thing happened while I was doing the 30 days. While I was doing the 30 days, I was able to fight the mental aspect of the addiction. Now, the physical addiction left after, you know, the physical addiction, I'm talking about like hunger pains. That left after the 4th day, you know? Like, I was hungry the 3rd and 4th day, as I told you guys in previous videos, because of my intermittent fasting regimen. And then on the 5th day, I woke up, went the whole day, my eating window came and went, and I was not hungry. And that was perfectly fine. So I was great with that. So now, in the 30 days that I did, like I had to go about 21, 22 days of mentally telling myself every time, no, you're going to keep doing this. There's no sense in stopping. Because yes, that little voice kept creeping, saying, oh, come on, you've already went 7 days. Come on, you've already went 10. And I kept saying no. The bottom line is this. I realized something from my fast. And it's a very simple and inevitable truth. Our bodies are the one thing in the universe that we have complete dominion over. I mean dominion. Like we have ultimate control over our bodies. Like, you know, I have my son and I can somewhat control him now, but let's be honest. You can't control your spouse. You can't control your kids. I mean, you could exert some form of control, but at any point, if they give you the middle finger, what can you do? You know, I mean, it is what it is. Your body can't give you the middle finger. You determine what you eat. You determine the time you eat. You determine your physical movement. Like right now, I determine like every day I'm going to take my son for a stroll. Every day I'm going to take my butt to the gym. I determine that. And like my body, unless it, you know, it's like some kind of cramp or something that's protesting that I can't ignore, you know, it could stop the aspect of me going to the gym, but it doesn't stop the aspect of how I feed myself. You control that. There isn't like some mysterious creature inside you that's making it easy or hard for you to do anything. That's all you. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you break this cycle of addiction. The sooner you exert that total control that you have. You are the captain of your ship. You know, you're James T. Kirk of that enterprise. So, exert your power. Take control. I mean, that's what I'm doing. This is what I'm showing can be done. You know, and this is what I want all you guys out there. And it's not even just about being overweight. You know, I mean, you could have other addictions, maybe drugs, maybe you smoke, you know? Like, you have it within yourself to say enough's enough and put an end to it. So just do what you can and put an end to it. It starts with you admitting that, like, well, it starts with you admitting you have a problem. That's one. But it also entails you beginning to understand that you have full control over your body. You have full control over your mind. And you need to take that control because you're basically wrestling with yourself. You created this imaginary voice, this persona, in order to excuse your own behavior. I know I sound like I'm preaching and it's like, but one thing you can't say, you know, as opposed to when other people tell you this, you can't say, oh, you don't understand. You don't know what I've been through because I was 530 pounds. Nobody could tell me anything. I don't care if you're 700 pounds. I know exactly what you went through because I went through it. No, I didn't get to 700 pounds. I had that moment earlier, but I could have easily ended up in 700 pounds. When I couldn't get off that couch, I could have easily been that person who's bedbound or couch-bound. So yeah, I do understand. And I'm telling you, you have the power to put an end to anything. Just do it. It's as simple as that. Now, this video ran much longer than I wanted it to. So I'm going to post this video and in a couple of days I'll weigh myself. So when I get home, I'll just post this video tonight. Today, so about night, as a bonus clip, you know? So maybe, you know what? Maybe this should just be a new format where, like, you know, I become Professor Fatman and give my lectures on different healthy things while I take the walk with my son. Anyway, guys, well, you know what? I thought I was going to splice this video, so I forgot my customary hello. It's Big John, the amazing fasting fat man, the incredible shrinking man, and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do you see how, like, just changing the venue automatically, like, makes me forget things? Like, share, subscribe. Take care, guys. Love you all.